Another one. It strikes again, y'all. It strikes again. The scalper does it again for us. So we got the sell here. Actually called it originally here 2 days ago at 47,920. So first step, we're gonna go over here, get our horizontal line. We can make it black. We want to make it thick.
Okay, I see.
We want to drop that at 47,920 or somewhere around 47,920. Of course, we can just drop it on the chart and then we can put in the exact coordinates. 47,920. All right.
Okay.
So boom, we got that. Since we're looking for a sell, we want to identify our support level as well, and we also want to identify a resistance level for a potential stop loss. So when this was originally called, again, we got 47,920. So let's do our second step. We want to switch it to our line chart.
Line chart, okay.
And we want to look back from the left, and we want to make sure that that correlates with the points that we're seeing are in the market for potential support resistance levels. So we can see that this level right here, we got several touches over the last couple of days. So we got about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we got a lot of support here, a lot of resistance there. We can see that the market tends to flip there. Price sits on it and price sits below it, but it's hovering around that zone. All right. So also let's try to identify a level since we're looking for a sell for a potential stop loss when we were first looking at this. So boom, we would have been looking somewhere above here. And also we wanted to look above where our 50 EMA, because we know price generally is acting as a magnet and it's going to retrace back to that EMA and it's going to test that. So if I'm looking left from right here, I'm looking and I'm like, okay, potential stop loss area away from EMA. This is a good one here. Why is this a good one? Because if we look to the left, it's above the 50 EMA. And then also I can see this is acting as a support resistance level also. All right. So I see I got several touches on my line there as well. So I also want to, while I got my line chart up, identify the trend. What kind of trend do we have that we're looking to break? Of course, we want to break the previous uptrend that the market was on. So we got an uptrend there. Make it a little bit thicker. How do we have uptrend again? The points, 1 point, 2 points, 3 points. We can also see in that same area, that's when we had a buy called also, and price was above this 50 EMA. It broke the EMA, came back, tested the EMA, and then ran up a little bit. So boom, we're gonna go back to our candles. And we can see that, of course, price ended up running up. It broke here. Once we saw this broke, we can look for a retest. Normally it'll come back up and it's going to retest on the other side of our uptrend. Came back up just a little bit, but it actually stopped where we already knew we had a support resistance level. So here, of course, now you're anticipating that the market is going to do what? It's going to push down. And that's exactly what it did. It pushed down.
Way down.
Way down, right. If we follow in our rules, then we know after price gets under this 50 EMA, that's one of our confirmations. Our second confirmation is, of course, we wanted to break
and close.
Break and close, yes, sir. Which it kind of broke and close right there. You could have waited for this candle for the official break and close. And then you could have been entering the trade here for the sale. You could have been entering right here, boom. This
47.
It's our green line, our start line. So we could have been entering there.
Yeah,
Now, the
okay.
other thing normally we're gonna look for is that retest. Normally we'll want it to retest either the 50 EMA or either retest where we got our support resistance on. It didn't happen to do it this time,
Right, I see that.
but if we had got in, of course, we would have ended up, nice 700 pip bag, nice fall off. Within 30 minutes, it ran about 665 pips. And then, of course, the market pulled back. So remember, at this point in time, once the market starts running like this, you moving your stop loss. It's a profit. You want to protect your profits. After this big candle here,
yeah,
I'm definitely moving my stop loss at least halfway here, right?
Right.
And then, of course, price ended up coming back. That's cool. You've already either took in partials one or you're moving your stop loss and profit, and it's probably going to close you out. But look what happened. It came back right to our 50 EMA, y'all, to retest the 50 EMA. Once you saw it got back to the 50 EMA and it didn't break and close above the 50 EMA or above our zone where we actually had here already called out for us, we got to pay attention to what they call out for us too, what the educators go in here and put in there, because they've already done the same thing. They already looked back to the left as well and identified this level as another potential resistance support level. Price respected it and stayed under 50 EMA. So boom, now I can be entering this trade again. I enter again, same thing. Price ends up running down 430 pips roughly, pulling back up to retest the zone again. So it probably took you out again, same thing. It came back. I can see price closed right at my 50 EMA. It respected it. We did get the wick up, but of course it pushed back down. Same thing. Now I'm looking to enter here.
Okay.
I enter this trade again here. Boom. I get to run up another 400 pips. So maybe I collect 200 from this play. Same thing. It just keeps happening over and over again. Test again. And then the other thing that we're looking at now is this is our higher low. Excuse me, our lower high. This didn't give us a higher high. It gave us another lower high. This didn't break this. So I can see now we're actually in a downtrend. Same thing. Higher low. Excuse me, lower high.
Lower high.
Came again, lower high. And then, of course, market was trending. And then finally, boom, we got the big drop off. And if we look to the left, this is the same imbalance that kind of happened when we caught that buy move last week. It started in that same zone. This zone up here, where price ran up to, if we look when price ran up, this is where, of course, price started to drop down again too. And generally, that's how we're going to see Bitcoin move. It's going to make the same moves, whether it be up or down, within that same zone. Same zone. And of course, if you were just somebody that was just holding it, you know what I'm saying, you would have got in, boom, you would have held it. It ran 7,000 pips. Wow. 7,000 of them things. 7,000. Without drawdown, really. So of course, if you holding it, if you got in from up there when you were paying attention to it, then boom, you caught a nice, very, very nice bag. And then of course now it's doing the same thing. Look at it. It's pulling back up to our 50 EMA. If it doesn't break this high, if it taps this EMA a little bit, this is another potential entry for us. So we're going to be looking at this tonight too, because we might be able to enter up here at some point. And if we also look at this as well, let's go back to the line chart real quick. Let me steal this line from up here. We got a support resistance level here. If we look at this, we can see price came down right there, went back up, came down right there again, went back up. It broke through, tested it. So now it's flipped. This support flipped to resistance here. Looks like it's coming back up to test it one more time. So potentially we could enter around this zone right here once price gets back up to there. So we're going to keep an eye on that. Matter of fact, I'm going to set an alert at this level. I'm gonna set it right there, really 43,100 probably would be good. I'm gonna set it on trade view. Yeah, 43,100. Yeah, 43,100. Let's go over here. Let's put in a